Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about what you can do or what to do when you get denied a Polish visa. Now, I made a video before saying that getting denied a Polish visa is not the end of the road. Okay, so don't panic when you get denied a Polish visa, because I've got somebody here, a Poland work agent, who is here to tell you or to share with you a secret about what to do when you get denied a Polish visa. Alright, so Mr. John, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me on the platform today.
Yeah, it's good to have you again. So can you tell our viewers what can they do if they get denied a Polish visa?
I know some people get, they panic when they got denied on the visa. It's not something abominable if you got denied. It's not something strange. It becomes normal when I see something like that. It's not the first time I'm seeing such issues, not second time. It's like nothing special anymore. So when it happens, don't get panic. Don't feel like this is the end of the world. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not gonna put a trial again. And sometimes it can demoralize your spirits, and you feel that this is the end of the road. No. One good thing about Polish embassies is that you've got that 14 days to make an appeal. So go ahead, make an appeal. And I always tell people to first write an email, try to understand the reason why you get denied, because sometimes the reasons for denial is already stated on the table. If it is something that has to do with fund, they can tick the place where it is insufficient fund. But that doesn't mean that your money is not enough. You can have, more than what it is required, but the reason why they put their insufficient fund maybe is because they felt that this fund is manipulated. You understand? This is not real. You see that? But because it has already written on the paper, this is the reasons for denial. They can't, because of you, start writing something, or maybe trying to add something on their list that the fund is, we suspect that it's manipulated or something like that. No. And sometimes I also see some reasons like you have not proven, there's some guy that was denied the other time. It was about accommodation, where he's gonna live. He doesn't have a contract or something like that of where he's going to live. He only have this, what do you call it, proof that you have made a payment. You understand? But the landlord or the person or the owner of the hostel or something like that didn't give a written note, saying that this place has been reserved for you or something like that. But it was just a proof of payment that he has. And he was denied, and the reason is that he has not proven, where he's going to be staying. You see that thing? So he was like, oh, come on, but I've paid for this place where I'm going to live, and I have the proof, which is the receipt of the payments. But because you don't have this letter from the owner of the house, you got denied.
Okay.
That you have not proven where you're going to be.
Okay.
You understand? You have not proven what you're going to dare to do. You see that?
Okay.
But you have your school documents, you have the proof of where you're going to live, but just because and another thing is, I have also some guy like that, he's a student, but there is a letter that the school needs to issue.
Alright, before you tell us that, guys, if you're watching us and you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button, okay? There are more contents that are coming, so you're not going to regret hitting that subscribe button. And also, if you're enjoying this content and you're getting value, please give us a like, okay? And also, if you have subscribed, kindly click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop content, okay? Thank you.
Okay, so what I always tell them is, you write to the embassy, you write to them on email, trying to understand the reason why you got denied, because for your own, for you feel that you have provided what they denied you for. You have those proofs, but you don't know the reason. There's something. Write to them. They will, specifically tell you what the problem is. They will reply your email. You understand?
Okay.
And because I see it like chasing shadows where you don't know the reason and you are trying to, think of something that might be the reason, and you are trying to make up something that you think that is the reason. You may just end up chasing shadows and get denied once again. And when you get denied once again, after second time you appeal, this is final. You have to start again.
Another visa process.
Yeah, another visa process.
Okay.
Fresh.
Okay.
So,
yeah, you were saying something about one guy, something like that.
Yeah. Yes, there was a letter that the school needs to issue, but the school didn't issue that letter because they thought that it was not necessary, but for the embassy it was necessary for them.
Okay.
So when he wrote to ambassador, the consul, that he has proof of the reason why he's going to Poland, he has these proofs by providing the documents and everything. The consular said there is one particular letter that we needed, and they sent him what the school needs to fill on that letter. This letter, you print it out, send it to the school for them to fill it.
Okay.
You see that thing. But the school thought that it wasn't necessary for them to make such things. But when the guy got that reply from the consular, then he had to send this to the school.
Okay.
Now the school have to, act on it immediately because this email came from the consular that this is what is needed.
Okay.
You see, sometimes the embassy may not have time to start writing to the whole companies or schools. They may not have that time. It is you, the individual.
Okay.
If you're really serious about your journey, you go for it and ask the reason. They will reply you. You understand?
Okay.
They may not have time to start writing to your school or to your company that they need this kind of letter. That kind of thing. Sometimes it is you that they will be using to do that. You see?
Okay.
So it needs you to be thinking, to go for what you want, to go for it. You want to study, you want to go and work, you got your job, you have paid for your school fees, something like that. Or maybe you have a business to do in this country, you have this business invitation, you know what you want. So you write to them, they will respond to you. And use that response to send to the company or the school or maybe the person inviting you, look at. Once the people or the person or the firm or the school sees that thing, of course they will act on it.
Okay, impressive. All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us that secret. Before we go, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to share my own experience and we'll wrap up. Okay. So let's say, for example, a scenario whereby a person who applied for visa, a student who applied for a poly visa, and he was rejected on the basis of insurance. Can you tell us the scenario case where something like this can happen so that we can help other people who, like, they provided insurance, but they were denied, the person was denied because the reason, no insurance. So tell us.
Yeah. They can, it's just like what I said earlier. Those reasons of denial has already been written, and the letter is already in the consulate's office. The file is there, so it's just to print it out with your name on it and tick one thing that is related to that reason.
Okay.
You see that?
They just pick out a generic reason, even though it is not the detail.
Yeah. You see, that form is not in detail.
Okay.
Because if they start writing every reason of denial, I don't think this is publishing a book. Okay. There are so many reasons of denial. So they just write the captions, and when it has to do with font, they know where to put it. But that may not, it is not in detail. So this is why I say that it is you that needs to ask, to get things in detail, because you provided this and maybe there is something wrong with what you provided. And that reason is not written on the list of denials.
Okay.
You see that? So, like these students you talked about, yes, I had some cases like that about insurance. Yeah, your insurance, this guy, his insurance was, it started reading. He was about to travel on October 1st. No, the school, he was about to start the school on October 1st. And he put on the date of his intended date of traveling, he put it on, that was 29th of September.
Okay.
You see, but the insurance started reading on October 1st,
Okay.
which was the day the school
Will resume.
will resume. Yeah.
But his travel date is 29th.
29th, yeah, this is the
September.
intended
Okay.
date of traveling. So
Okay.
it could happen to every person, even a worker. Somebody
Mhm.
who is going to work, you have your traveling insurance.
Mhm.
You must make sure this travel insurance will start reading from that day, intended date of traveling. That
Okay.
date you put that this is the date you intended to travel. Your insurance must
Start
start
reading from there.
on that day. Yeah. If it is not reading from that day, you might get denied.
On the basis of insurance.
The basis of insurance.
And you'll be surprised
And
why.
you'll be surprised. I have
you give insurance, but why was I denied?
You see. So
Hmm.
you see that.
I see.
So they will not start making another list because your insurance didn't start counting. They will not start making another denial list because of you. You see, they will not start doing that. They'll just stick it on that place that has to do with insurance.
Okay. Okay. Now good. I get the picture is very clear now.
So
Okay. You know, because I was beginning to think, is it that they don't want to give visa to people? They should just tell us now. If they don't want to give visa, just tell people that okay, we don't want to give visa again. But listening to you, I got this wisdom, that in that denial letter, most times it's generic. Again, it's generic. Like they just like bring out something that is closely related to the reason why they denied you, but it might not really be the main thing, the main reason why you were denied. So, but you need to dig deep. How do you dig deep? By sending them an email early in the morning. Send them an email, let's say between 8 o'clock to 8:30. Okay. Then you send them an email to ask them, you tell them, hello, hi sir or madam, my name is this, my passport number is this, I applied for visa on this particular day, okay, on this time, at this particular venue, but I was denied, and the reason for the denial is that, you state the reason for the denial. Please, can you explain further? I want to understand. If it's for insurance, you can tell them, okay, can you please explain, I have insurance, but why was I denied? So they can tell you more about this. Do you understand? So this is how to go about it. And I myself, personally, I've been denied Polish visa, and I was able to scale through. How did I scale through? I was able to figure out, okay, because then I submitted like 2 invitations, all right? So one from the school, which was like acceptance letter from the school in Poland, and another one was for volunteering. And you know what? When the visa application came out, they denied me that. I think they said that the reason for my going to Poland was not clear. So I was able to think deep, and I realized that okay, this could be the reason. And I wrote
to think.
Yeah, I wrote a letter, an appeal letter. Of course, you have to write an appeal letter. Then I wrote, okay, this is the reason I'm coming to Poland to study. I specified it. I removed the volunteering, I threw it away. I removed it out of the equation because I don't want it to come and spoil the show for me. So I removed it out, and I stated specifically that this is what I'm coming to do. And of course, I prayed. I fasted. So when it comes to visa, I feel like okay, you don't have to remove the place of favor. Favor is there, so you need to pray about it, but also you need to do the right things. For me, I look at visa 2 ways that you can get visa. Like I'm not saying that this is for real, for sure, but I'm just saying based on my own experience. Okay, follow principle and prayer. Be prayerful. Like principles and favor. These 2 things, I believe, they are the 2 secrets. In my opinion, that can help you get a visa. And also with the secret that you have shared now, if for example you were denied a Polish visa, it is not the end of the road. You can get your visa back. Thank God, Polish embassy are not like other embassies. Like for example, for Turkey, if you were denied a Turkish visa, they'll stamp denied on your passport.
You can't even come back again for any application.
Someone told me that if they stamp deny on your passport, I think you have to apply. You can only apply after 6 months. So can you imagine? After 6 months.
One time.
And some embassies are like that. Once they stamp denied or refused on your passport. But for Poland, they don't even stamp any denied. What they do is that once they collect your passport, they stamp on it to show that they've collected your passport that day. You get it? That was it. That's the essence of that stamping, to show that they've collected your passport and for whatever reason, but it's not denied. And when they eventually evaluate your document and they decide to give you the visa, they'll put the visa stamp or whatever, or sticker, they'll put the visa sticker on top of that stamp. Do you understand? So this is how Poland operates. And if you're denied, they will not put anything on it. They'll just leave it like that. But they will give you a letter of denial. And in that letter, there are already generic reasons why they deny people visas. So if the reason why you were denied is related to any of those ones,
you
just
tick
it. And you might not know the main thing except
so,
to write them. So if you're watching us right now and you're currently, because I know some people have this issue right now, the first thing you need to do, write an email to the school. Write an email to the embassy where you applied, okay? And state yourself, like confirm your identity, your passport number, your visa application, the reason why you were denied, and ask them further questions to tell you the detail. So from there, you'll be able to know.
And another thing is that you can consult a specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, you can consult a specialist. Like myself, if someone consults me on basic of denials, with my experience, when I ask you one or two questions, I already know the reason why you are denied.
Okay.
You understand? I'll ask you this and ask you this and ask you this, and I will know that to look at the reason. So sometimes some people may say they don't reply email or something. In that case, you need to consult a specialist. So when such issues arises, there are people who are specialists in this. There are people who has experience in this.
Okay.
They'll be able to figure out what the reason is. Because when they deny you, maybe not for that reason why they tick there, but something related to that reason. This is why they tick. So it needs more wisdom and experience for you to understand.
Okay.
Like they denied you for a reason. It is something similar to. You see, you submitted two different
invitations.
But did they tick that you submitted two different
invitations? No, they don't say that it's not clear. It's not clear.
The reason for traveling is not clear to them.
It's not clear to them. Which one you won't go for?
So it needs wisdom. You start thinking why, what happened. Maybe the document is submitted.
Very, very important. Honestly, very, very important. Very important. You need to take these things very serious. And also, my clients actually, they were one of my first clients that that actually processed their work permit through me when I was using the other agent. So like. It was the person, they denied his own visa, okay, and you know what we did? It was on the basis of insurance and one other thing, I think, if I remember. And the thing was that the insurance he used, they didn't, because he was coming to Poland for work, and that one, they deemed it like it's not the right insurance. So what I did was that the same insurance I was using, at my place of work, that was the same insurance that I did for him. I told my employer at that time, and we did it for him. And sent it to him, and he paid me, So yeah, that was how we were able to solve that particular situation. Okay, so there are a couple of reasons why you can be denied, but if you followed what we told you in this video, I believe you should be fine. All right. So we're going to end this video right now. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, okay, kindly hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we drop content. And if you enjoyed this video and you benefited something, please like this video and share it with other people, right? There are a lot of people who wants to hear this information. So many people have this, there are a lot of people who are in need of this video because they want to appeal. They don't know how to appeal, all right? So if you have any question, of course, put in the comment section below. And also, guys, feel free to check the video we made together about Poland offering 3 years work permit in winter, and this is winter now. All right. And do you have any other thing you want to say?
No, unless if you have any question to ask me.
Okay, guys. Without wasting your time, we want to wish you a happy holiday. Enjoy.